When we talk about sin, sin is everything that God has told you not to do. For example, lying is sin. For example, murdering is sin. Fornication is sin. Adultery is sin. It says that you should lay them aside. Lay them aside. It shouldn't be you that will be seen doing what we can't talk about. You are the one lying. You are the one stealing. You are the one committing fornication. You are the one committing adultery. And yet you say you are a believer. You are a liar. A believer does not sin. No, it does not. You are a liar if you say so. So it says that you should lay aside every sin. And then second one, it says you should lay aside every weight. Now, weight necessarily may not be sin, but there are things that can do what? That can hinder the pace of your race. They can hinder the pace out of your journey. For example, when you see an athlete and an athlete is running, you see, every athlete that you see, when they want to go and perform their athletics, they are as light as possible, isn't it? That's why you will not see Usain Bolt. He wants to run and he's wearing agbada. It's not possible. Why? Because the agbada will not enable him to do what? To run well, isn't it? That is what weights are. They may not be seen necessarily, but you know that if I hold this thing with me, if you tell people that you are doing this, it's not sin, but you yourself know that it is hindering your journey with God. It is. So it says that we should also lay them aside. We're not just talking about sin here, we're also talking about weights. Things that you know that can hinder your journey. For some, it could be watching movies. If you know that watching movies will hinder your journey, then quit it. Those are weights. Is this sin to watch movie? You may say no. Okay, we're not saying whether it's sin or not. We are saying what is it doing to your journey with God? We are saying what is it doing to your relationship with God? So if you know that that is what we stop it, reduce it. Talking too much. It could be weights. And you begin to learn how to refrain yourself. You begin to learn how to refrain yourself. So the life that God has called us to is the only life. And if we would have to walk with God, then we'll have to do what? We will have to lay aside those sin and those weights. And these things may be peculiar to each one of us. But because you know that you want to walk with God, you begin to go and say, okay, God, I want to drop this. God, I want to drop that. Because what matters eventually is actually your walk with God. Yes. If they give you all the money in this world, will they use the money to bribe an angel when you get to heaven and say, I want to enter into heaven? They don't spend money. They don't even know what you call money. Your naira and your dollar, your euro. It's nothing there. So you want to pack it and say you want to bribe an angel? No. Or you want to take that and say you want to bribe God? No. What matters is your walk with God. And your walk with God cannot flourish without holiness. The Bible says that you should follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Hebrews 12 and verse 14. Without which no man shall see God. No matter what you have, no matter how famous you are, no matter, it says if holiness is not there, you cannot see God. Some people still think that when we talk about heaven, we talk about hell, we talk about God and eternity. It's not joke. It's not. These are the things that people lived and died for. But we live in a generation today where all that is in your head is how to do TikTok challenge. All that is in your head is how to do one Instagram challenge. I'm telling you, life is much more than that. Am I against it? No. But if all your life revolves around that, you are gone. All your life, it revolves around it. Everything you are thinking is around that. You are not thinking about eternity. And the more you begin to give yourself to those things, the more it begin to culturalize you.